Suckup Manufacturing Company hires people that were born and raised to work in this industry.
I grew up farming, and we had Suckup equipment on our farm.
I still actively farm. I know what the farmers' problems are. I can use that to help make our products better.
What kind of separates a successful farm from one that's having a little more trouble right now is the ability to market your grain.
And the best way to manage that?
On-farm storage.
Sue Rother, fleet manager for Suckup Trucking Operations.
We've had several calls where a farmer has broke down, a dealer needs the part right away. We do whatever we can to get it there.
The Suckup Dealer Network is also a critical part of the company's success.
Our relationship with our dealers is very close. They know who they can contact if they have a need.
The dealers are absolutely committed to this product.
When you buy something, you want to make sure you have good service that comes with it.
You have depended on Farm Rain for your customized farming equipment and service. We are humbled by your trust. We don't take it lightly. And we don't take it for granted. Thank you for continuing to count on us.
have the best burgers in northeastern Colorado. Congratulations to the seniors who have recently graduated, and thanks for showing up today. Appreciate you fans being here to support your teams who are part of the Colorado High School Activities Association. We remind you to cheer for your team, not against the other team. Good sporting behavior is appreciated. We will have one varsity game followed by one JV game. We do appreciate the Lions Club being open and doing many things for our control. When you're collecting classes online. They're currently collecting co-ops to be recycled and sent over to other countries. They have recycling bins around the ballpark. We'll collect your plastic bottles. We're now ready for the starting lineup for the visiting Wray Bulls. Leadoff hitter, shortstop, number 3, Joey Wymira. Hitting Hitting second, first baseman, number 7, Rice Peterson. In the third spot today is the catcher, number 4, Chris Arambula. Fourth hitter for the Eagles, the pitcher, number 10, Camden Riggleman. In the fifth spot is the left fielder, number 24, Rich Peterson. Hitting sixth for Wray, the center fielder, number 9, Ashton Rogers. In the seventh spot, wearing number 8, the third baseman, Darren Welp. Hitting eighth for the Eagles, second baseman, number 1, Carson Rockwell. And in right field, number 2, Eddie Estrada. Please welcome the rest of the Wray Eagles and their coaching staff. Get up, get on your feet. Let's get loud for the Holyoke Dragons as they have their final game of the season here at the Holyoke Ball Field. That's number 22, shortstop, Reed Spray. Pitching for the Dragons, number 4, Tyson Moseteen. In center field today, wearing number 12, Hayden Kruger. At first base, please welcome number 20, Tyson Dirks. In left field today for the Dragons, number 14, trumpet player, Mason Vernon. Playing third base, number 26, Irving Dominguez. In right field today, number 13, Angel Carrasco. Catching for the Dragons, number 3, Cody Maloney. At second base today, number 10, Cadence Voorhees. Please welcome the rest of the Dragons and their coaching staff. Please go, Wray. We'll have the playing of the national anthem. Oh, also, thank you to the Holyoke managers. Every game, there's another girl that shows up. Appreciate your help.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's presentation of Wray Eagles Baseball. Today's matchup pits the Eagles against the Holyoke Dragons in the final game of the regular season. I'm Connor Dockery. I'll be your host for all the action on KRDZ. Thanks for tuning in. Top of the first inning, brought to you by Eagle Oil. Eagle Oil of Wray can handle all your fuel and oil needs. Eagle Oil just east of Wray on Highway 34. So Wray batting in the top of the first inning. On the mound for Holyoke is Tyson Mosentine. He also started against the Eagles in their Saturday matchup, game one of that try. And the first pitch to Joey Wymura looks like that was in the zone for a strike. Next one in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Joey Wymura. As we go through the Wray batting order, you have Wymura at shortstop, followed by Rice Peterson at first base, Chris Arambula at catcher, Camden Riggleman on the mound for the Eagles, Ridge Peterson in left field, Ashton Rogers in center field, Darren Welp at third base, Carson Rockwell at second, and Eddie Estrada in right field. Head coach of the Eagles is Brett Vlasheen in his 5th season with the program. Currently a 2-2 count to Wymura. Here is the next delivery. That one misses low and inside for ball 3. A full count to Wymura as we get this game underway. Mosentine ready. Here's the 3-2. This one swung on and grounded along the line of first, and it's a fair ball. It goes all the way to the fence there in right field. Wymura is heading for second, and he pumps the brakes, and he thought about making that a triple, but would have been a bit of a close play. So he decided to play it safe and stay at second. It is a stand-up double for Joey Wymura to lead off this ball game. And that is nothing new. Of course, Joey Wymura establishing himself as one of the best hitters on the team. Really, he and Chris Arambula deadly at the plate this season. And just in general, for Wray as a team, they lit up this Holyoke team on Saturday. 10 hits for 21 runs. A lot of extra base runners, of course, walks, hit by pitches, and Wray definitely did a good job of bringing them in. Rice Peterson now steps in. First pitch to him is low. 1 ball, no strikes for Rice Peterson. First baseman, as per usual. One of the few Eagles that has really not moved a whole lot. I believe the only Eagle that has just stayed at his one position all season long, as we have a pickoff attempt there at second base. Wymura is safe as he just takes a couple of steps back in. Mosentine in the stretch. A glance back at second. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. A foul tipped, looks like, as well. So regardless, the result is the same. It'll be strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike for Rice Peterson. Oh, looks like Mosentine threw that pitch a little bit too soon. Rice Peterson wasn't quite ready there in the box, so that pitch will not count. Still a 1-1 count for Rice Peterson. Wymura off of second. No outs, top of the first inning. Wray and Holyoke, final game of the regular season. Swing and a miss from Peterson on a high fastball. He falls behind in the count 1-2. Wray right now in the middle teens in terms of CHSAA RPI rankings. Final day of the regular season is tomorrow, as we have a half-hearted swing, a protection swing right there for Rice Peterson. Able to make just enough contact to foul it away. It stays a 1-2 count. Mosentine getting Rice Peterson on some of these high pitches. And Peterson keeps swinging. We'll see if Mosentine goes to the well. The bag, and that wild pitch is going to move up Wymura 90 feet to third. So the go-ahead run of the game for the Eagles is just 90 feet away. First wild pitch thrown by Mosentine in this one. It's a 2-2 count, meanwhile, to Peterson. Next deliver to him is swung on, grounded to second. The pickup by Sporhays. Throw to first is in time for the first out. However, that brings in the first run of the game. It's an RBI ground out for Rice Peterson. Wray leads the Dragons 1-0. So Joey Wymura comes in to score. Here is Chris Arambula, 1 out in the top of the first. Base is now empty. Wray also got off to a quick start in that first inning against Holyoke, but where they really got him was that third inning. Mosentine, first pitch to Arambula. That one misses low and away. That is ball 1. Arambula lit up the Dragons in that game, 3 for 3 at the plate, including a grand slam there in the third inning, that big third inning for the Eagles. And that was really where they put their foot down, their first 3-inning Mercy Rule victory of the season. They've had a lot of 5-inning Mercy Rule victories and one 4-inning Mercy Rule victory, but 20-run lead there in the third, able to dispatch the Dragons quickly. Just a 90-minute game there, very short game. 2-1 the count to Arambula. Next delivery is right down the middle. That's called strike 2. Arambula leaving the bat on his shoulders that time. Pretty patient this time around at the plate. 2-2 count. Mosentine looks for the second out of the inning. Next delivery, that is low. Good eye there for Arambula. Holding off on a very good location right there for Mosentine. Trying to get Arambula fishing. He held off. Of course, with the way he's been hitting in the second half of the season, got a really good eye there at the plate as he swings on the full count. This is a fly ball to center field, and that one's hailed in by Caden Kruger, and that is the second out of the inning. Dragons retiring a key guy right there. 2 outs, base is empty. Wray in front of Holyoke, 1-0 in the top of the first inning. Here is Camden Riggleman. Camden Riggleman set to make the start for the Eagles in the bottom half of this inning as he lays off a pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Riggleman looking to keep the first inning alive. Mosentine looking for a better start on the mound than he did on Saturday. Only lasted 1 2/3 innings against the Eagles before getting yanked there in that second inning. Couldn't get that third out. 2 balls, no strikes. Another one in the dirt there for Riggleman. Mosentine set. Here's the 2-0 delivery. This one swung on at the line drive to right field, and that one finds the grass for a 2-out base hit. So Riggleman keeps the inning alive. He stands on first with 2 away. Second hit of the inning for the Eagles, and that brings in Ridge Peterson. Again, 2 outs in 3 batters for the Eagles. They were in that situation a couple of times against Holyoke, but they held firm. You got to keep your foot on the gas. You are still at the plate until there is 3 outs, so they played pretty well, staving off that third out time and time again in those 3 innings against Holyoke on Saturday. First pitch to Peterson, that one misses inside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1-0 from Mosentine. That one swung on, and it's going to be a foul ball towards the parking lot. Evens up the count at 1-1. Wray looking to finish the season with a winning record, currently 1 game over 500. They're 11-10 overall, and they are 8-6 against lower Platte teams. So they do have a winning record clinched against lower Platte opponents, but looking to finish above 500 overall instead of at 500. Pitch is high to Peterson. That is ball 2, and then we have a pickoff attempt at first from Maloney behind home plate, as Riggleman feet first, able to slide back in safely. 2-1 the count to Ridge Peterson, 2 outs. Riggleman, the base runner at first. We have a swing at a high pitch. This is fouled away to the parking lot again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mosentine looking to strand Riggleman at first base. Wray coming into the weekend try against Lyman and Holyoke, ranked 11th in Colorado 2A. It's about where they are in the Chassa RPIs as we have a step off from Mosentine. Doesn't ultimately make a throw to first. Mosentine in the stretch. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, fouled away again. Remains a 2-2 count. That's the third fouled pitch by Ridge Peterson in this plate appearance. Making things tough on Mosentine to shut down this half inning. Pitch number 27 of the inning coming up next. So Wray really inflating that pitch count here, just like they did in game 1. 2-2. This one swung on, grounded right up the middle, but it's picked up by the shortstop. Throw to first is in time, and the side is retired. Close play there. Reed Sprague making a good delivery to first, and Wray is able to strike first despite that. Able to get 2 hits, 1 run, no Holyoke errors, and there is 1 batter left on. Wray in front of the Dragons 1-0. Bottom of the first next on KRDZ. University Napa. Stop in store to see a full line of Milwaukee and Carlisle tools to add to your toolbox. That is University Napa in Wray, Yuma, Brush, and Sterling. Starting on the mound, Camden Riggleman. This is Riggleman's 6th start of the season, 9th game on the bump. And leading us off for Holyoke is Reed Sprague. So let's go through the batting order for the Holyoke Dragons. Reed Sprague at shortstop, then Tyson Mosentine on the mound, Caden Kruger in center field, Ty Dirks at first, Mason Vernon in left field, Alexis Dominguez at third, Angel Carrasco in right field, Cody Maloney at catcher, and then Bryson Dirks, DH, batting in that 9th spot. In the field for him is Caden Sporhays at second base. First 2 pitches to Reed Sprague, 1 strike and 1 ball. Here's the next delivery. That one waved at and missed for the 2nd strike. Good location there on the fastball by Camden Riggleman. Putting Sprague behind in the count 1-2 as he tries to get that first out of the inning. 1-2. That one right down the middle froze up Sprague to get the looking K, and there is out number 1. Riggleman, great start there. Stepping in Tyson Mosentine. So a bit of an interesting jersey situation here in Holyoke. Wray in their white uniforms, trimmed in purple, gray ball caps with the purple brims, and Holyoke also wearing white, trimmed in green and gold. I will say it is easier to differentiate teams, of course, in baseball, so it doesn't really matter what colors the team wears. It's not like basketball or football where there would definitely be a conflict in that department. First pitch to Mosentine, fouled away. Next pitch swings, and this one is going to be a fly ball in foul territory over the left field fence. Mosentine falls behind 0-2. I will say I am a big fan of the Holyoke ball caps. Nice. Think about the Detroit Tigers caps, except for dark green and gold. So pretty much Detroit Tigers if they had the Oakland A's colors. So the dark green ball caps and then the same Detroit Tigers D on the ball caps in gold. Pretty slick look there as we have a pitch in the dirt. There is ball one. 1-2. Mosentine still behind. Riggleman in the stretch. 1-2. Swung on. Grounded to third. And a dive by Welp. The ball rolls under him, and that's going to be a base hit. A one-out single for Tyson Mosentine. First base hit of the game for the Dragons. So Riggleman already dealing with some traffic on the bases. That brings in Caden Kruger. Also going to have a pinch runner there at first. Looks like that's going to be Jaron Hunter standing in place of Mosentine. So Jaron Hunter, base runner at first, one out. Kruger at the plate. Take a look at Camden Riggleman's numbers on the season. Once again, this is his 9th game on the mound, 6th start of the season. Riggleman with a 1-2 record. 1-2 record to his name. First pitch to Kruger, that misses high and inside. 1-0 the count. Riggleman has pitched in 24 innings coming into today's action this season. He's allowed 38 hits, 41 runs. However, 15 of those runs are unearned. We have a swing and a foul tip in the dirt by Kruger. Count runs even at 1-1. Riggleman as well. 15 walks, 27 strikeouts. Pretty solid ratio that we have going there for Camden Riggleman in his junior season with the team. 1-1, that is called strike two on the lower outside corner. Great location there, can't really do much with that one. So Kruger falls behind 1-2 as Riggleman looks for that second out of the inning. 1-2, that is low. Hold off there from Kruger, and it will be ball two. Meanwhile, a pickoff attempt at first from Arambula behind the plate. Unsuccessful. Hunter is able to step back in. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Caden Kruger. Hunter, the base runner at first, with 1 away in the inning. 2-2, waved at and missed, and there's the second out of the inning. Both strikeouts from Camden Riggleman. Definitely has his location on point in this game. We've seen previously at times Riggleman's location, some of his pitches can get away from him, but has not been in the case so far in the bottom of the first inning against the Holyoke Dragons. Stepping in now, first baseman Ty Dirks, trying to keep the inning alive for Holyoke. First pitch to him, that is called strike one on the lower inside corner. Riggleman's fastball definitely is his best friend in this one so far. Great accuracy. 0-1. That one a weak swing and a miss there for Dirks, and a pickoff attempt at first in time, and we'll just leave it right there. A fantastic throw behind the plate from Chris Arambula, and the side is retired. So 2 of the 3 outs are strikeouts from Camden Riggleman. The side is retired in order despite the 1 base hit from Tyson Mosentine. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. It remains a 1-0 ball game in favor of the Eagles. Top of the second inning is next on KRDZ.
You've got places to go and things to do, and you don't want to miss out on any opportunities. With Wray State Bank's student banking, we have the tools to keep you going. Deposit that check from grandma without stopping at the bank, split the bill from your phone when you're out with your friends, and get access to your accounts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with online and mobile banking. So keep on going, and we'll stick with you wherever you go. Wray State Bank, banking on a first name basis. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Top of the second inning, Wray with a 1-0 lead over the Holyoke Dragons. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Top of the second brought to you by Quality Irrigation. At Quality Irrigation and Quality Storage Solutions, quality isn't just their name, it's their way of life. Leading us off is Ashton Rogers. First pitch, he swings. It's a short pop and that finds the grass in shallow center field, right in between Reed Sprague and Caden Sporhays for a leadoff single. So this already spells trouble for Tyson Mosentine on the mound for the Dragons. Third base hit of the game for Wray. That brings in Darren Welp, third baseman for the Eagles. Really carved out a nice role for himself there at that corner. Pickoff attempt at first. Rogers is able to step back in. Number 7 in the order, Darren Welp. Wray was able to get 2 hits, 1 run in the first inning. Welp showing bunt on the first pitch, holds off, and he's able to hold it off in time to draw the ball. 1-0 the count to Welp. Meanwhile, an uncontested steal of second base by Ashton Rogers, able to sneak to second. And Maloney behind the plate, not able to react in time, so he didn't even make the throw, just made the quick throw right back to Mosentine on the mound. He did throw it back to Mosentine quickly, so not sure if that was intended to try to pick off Rogers going for second or what the deal was. Maybe Mosentine didn't recognize. Meanwhile, a swinging bunt there. Mosentine the pickup, and he's just going to tag Welp himself on the way to first. So it is going to be a ground out for Welp, but it does move up Rogers to third base. So a productive ground out there for Darren Welp. So Wray with a base runner at third with 1 down in the second inning. Here is Carson Rockwell, number 8 in the order. First pitch, that will be called strike 1 at the knees. Off-speed delivery there from Mosentine. Got good location. So Rockwell falls behind 0-1. Mosentine glance at third. Here's the 0-1. That one misses high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Wray, if the playoffs started today, they would be in Rye for the regional tournament. Rockwell lays off a pitch upstairs, gets ahead in the count 2-1 after falling behind 0-1. So Wray would be in a regional tournament with Rye if the playoffs ended today, but of course, a couple of teams around the Eagles, including the Yuma Indians, are also playing today, and also Denver Christian, Lions in that mix. They will play tomorrow. 2-2 count to Rockwell. This one's lined into right field for a base hit that will score another run. RBI single for Carson Rockwell. The Eagles in front 2-0 now over the Holyoke Dragons. Rockwell's playing time on the season has been a bit sporadic, playing a little bit here and there. Again, kind of what you expect in a freshman year, but most of the times that he has been in games, he delivers just like that time. So base runner now on first with still 1 out in the inning. We're able to add another one here, so 2-0, 1 in each of the first and second innings. Standing in now is Eddie Estrada, number 9 in the order. First pitch is a swing and a miss, and the second pitch also a swing and a miss. So 0-2 the count now for Estrada. This time we have a pickoff attempt to first as Rockwell able to step back in safely again. Mosentine in the stretch. 0-2. That one bounces in the dirt. Maloney a good block right there, keeping the ball close. Medium distance backstop right here at the Holyoke ball field. Beautiful ballpark here in Holyoke. Nice coverage here as well for the bleachers. Get some shade here on this toasty Monday afternoon as we have a pitch low and away that misses for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Good job there by Estrada to fight his way back from an 0-2 count to a 2-2 count. Mosentine still searching for that second out of the inning, trying to get it ideally before the top of the Wray order comes back. And another pitch laid off by Estrada. This one just above the zone. That will run the count full. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base runner on first in the top of the second inning for Wray against the Holyoke Dragons. Rare Monday game. This one was made up from earlier in the season. It was supposed to be a home doubleheader, but because of the wind, forced a reschedule. Pitches in the dirt, but it gets away from Maloney. That is ball 4, so it doesn't really matter. Rockwell was going to make the dash to second, but he's forced to second anyway because of the walk. If he was already on second, then he could have had a chance to go to third base, but he's forced to second anyway. So it's going to be a walk there for Eddie Estrada. Again, 4 consecutive balls after falling behind 0-2. Good stuff there at the plate. That'll put base runners on first and second for the Eagles. Still 1 out, and here's the top of the order. Joey Wymura stepping in. Mosentine glance at second. First pitch to Wymura misses way high and inside. Had to get a slight duck there from Wymura. He gets ahead in the count 1-0. Wymura 1 for 1 in this game. Hit a double to lead off the ball game in the top of the first inning. Also scored the go-ahead run there in the inning as he swings. Grounds this one at first, but unable to get gloved there by Tyson Dirks. And that is going to be a bases-loaded situation now for Tyson Mosentine to deal with on the mound. So Dirks, good opportunity to grab it, but it just kind of deflected off his hand. Not sure. He didn't really move much on the play either, so not sure what to make of that one. But Rice Peterson, big opportunity right here. Steps in, bases loaded, 1 out. Wray currently leads 2-0, top of the second over Wray. First delivery to Peterson. That one called strike 1 at the knees. No balls and a strike for Rice Peterson. Mosentine in the stretch. 0-1. Bounces in the dirt. 1 ball and a strike. Peterson 0 for 1 in this game. However, he did bring in a run, an RBI ground out there in the first inning. 1-1, swung on, grounded, and this one is in the gap between short and third, and this will plate 2 base runners for the Eagles. They come in to score, and Rice Peterson is safe at second, trying to make it to second, but the throw is offline. This will also bring Wymura in from third to score. Rice Peterson tries to go to third, and he is safe at third base. Crazy play, a lot of missed throws by the Dragons, and 3 will score. Wray now in front, 5-0 over the Dragons. So that a 2-run single, if there were no throwing miscues there by the Dragons, but bad throws getting it back into the infield caused Wymura to score from third. And then Rice Peterson to make it to second base. Stepping in now, Chris Arambula, first swing. First pitch on the first. He swings on the first pitch, if I can actually get that out correctly. He pops it foul up and over and out of play. So Arambula falls behind 0-1. Next delivery, that one misses high. 1 ball and a strike. So Carson Rockwell and Eddie Estrada coming in on the base hit from Rice Peterson, and then Joey Wymura scoring on the throwing error. Next delivery, that one's called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Arambula. Still 1 out for the Eagles, and Rice Peterson, the base runner at third. 1-2. Ooh, wave out and miss in the dirt, and Maloney having trouble finding it. Meanwhile, Rice Peterson coming in to score from third. Another error and another run scoring for the Eagles, and Arambula also moving up to second on the play despite the strikeout. We saw a similar play like that from Joey Wymura against these Dragons on Saturday. Ray's lead grows even further. It's now 6-0 over the Dragons. Errors plaguing the Dragons in this inning. The second error of the inning for Holyoke. Actually, make that 3 errors in the inning. Joey Wymura reaching on an error and then later scoring on an error. Chris Arambula just now reaching on an error despite the strikeout. My, oh my. Lots of miscues here for the Dragons. Three errors, 5 runs scoring in the inning. Wray on top 6-0. Still one out, base runner at second, and Riggleman steps in. First pitch to him, runs in and gets him. So that's a hit by pitch. Saw this a lot on Saturday. 3 total batters hit by the Dragons on Saturday. That just adds unnecessary base runners, and on Saturday, Wray was able to make them pay. So Ridge Peterson steps in now. 1 out, base runners on first and second. All 9 in the order for the Eagles. Getting a plate appearance here. Meanwhile, stolen base attempt at second, and that is a miscue. Neither of the middle infielders reacting, and it just rolls into the outfield. That's another error that will plate another run. So Arambula on that double steal went from second to third, and then because of that error, he was able to come home to score. Riggleman able to advance to third. 7-0 for the Eagles. 6 runs scoring in the inning on 4 errors. Ridge Peterson swings, grounds this one to first, and the throw is in time. There's the second out, but that will score another run. It's a RBI ground out for Ridge Peterson. Wray now in front 8-0. Run number 7 of the inning coming in to score. Holy cannoli. Rogers steps in now, swings at the first pitch. It's a fly ball and a base hit to center field just in front of Kruger. Throw back in is wild, but Rogers is going to stay at first all the same. So it's a 2-out single for Ashton Rogers. 2 singles for Rogers in the inning as well. So he's 2 for 2 as Darren Welp steps in. So, my oh my, this inning. Just getting away from Tyson Mosentine on the mound and the Dragons. Lots of throwing miscues on these plays as well. First pitch to Welp, that one misses high for a ball, and a successful steal by Ashton Rogers. Just beats the throw by Maloney behind the plate. First true steal of the game for the Eagles. And meanwhile, Welp at the plate, he is ahead 1-0. Next delivery, that one is swung on and fouled away. 1 ball and a strike to Darren Welp. He was the first out of the inning. Grounded out on a swinging bunt. So he's 0 for 1 in this one. 1-1. That one high, and he takes that one for ball 2. 2-1 the count to Darren Welp. Ashton Rogers, the base runner at second with 2 away in the inning. Wray in front of Holyoke 8-0 in the top of the second. Next delivery, off-speed pitch, misses just below the zone. Good hold off there from Welp. 3 balls and a strike. Three and 1. That one right down the middle. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A full count to Darren Welp as Mosentine tries to end this disastrous second inning. 3-2. Waved at and missed, and the side is retired. So Welp goes down on strikes. Just the first strikeout of the game for Tyson Mosentine, but it was a disastrous inning for Mosentine and the Dragons. Wray plates 7 on 4 hits and 4 errors, and 1 is left on base. Wray in front 8-0 over the Dragons. Bottom of the second inning is next on KRDZ.
An F-150 isn't an F-150 because of the name on the tailgate. It's an F-150 because it's built for tough, built to haul more, built to tow more, for the people who count on it. Because they know that brawn can get the job done, but it takes brains and brawn to get it done right. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Back in Holyoke, Colorado, Wray in front 8-0 over the Holyoke Dragons after a disastrous top of the second inning for Holyoke. 4 errors in the inning with 4 Wray Eagles hits. They certainly made them pay just like on Saturday. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Bottom of the second brought to you by EZ Irrigation. From Zematic center pivots to turf equipment, ATVs, side-by-sides, and Hustler mowers, EZ Irrigation has you covered. Looks like we had an issue with the glove of Rice Peterson there at first, but he's able to get that sorted out. Leading us off for Holyoke, Ty Dirks, number 4 in the order after Holyoke went down in order, swings and fouls away the first pitch. Ty Dirks actually saw the plate in the first inning. However, the base runner at first, which was Jaron Hunter, standing in place of Tyson Mosentine, was picked off after a pitch for the third out. So here is Ty Dirks once again as he swings on the next delivery. It's a line drive to center field, right into the glove of Ashton Rogers for the first out. Just has to take only about 1 or 2 steps to his left to make that catch. Doesn't have to do a whole lot of movement, and there is the first out of the inning. So Dirks 0 for 1. That brings in Mason Vernon. Vernon, a senior, did not play on the Saturday try with Wray and Lyman. He was graduating, of course. First pitch to Vernon, that one misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. Riggleman doing work so far. 4 outs and 4 batters. Great start so far. 1-0 to Vernon. Swung on and missed on an inside pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Vernon, as I mentioned, not playing in the game on Saturday between these two teams as he waves at and missed on the next pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away and the base is empty. Vernon on the season, 17 hits and 46 at-bats, a .370 batting average. One of the more potent batters in the Holyoke order as Riggleman loses the handle on the next pitch. That runs in and gets him. Bit of a bailout right there. Vernon definitely on the ropes there, but he hits him and puts him on. So Holyoke now with a base runner at first with 1 away in the inning. Here is Alexis Dominguez. The jersey debacle here for Holyoke. A couple of different jersey numbers depending on which jerseys they're wearing. Dominguez in the Saturday game wearing number 21 in Holyoke's green uniforms, and here in the home white uniforms wearing number 26. First pitch, that one right down the middle for a called strike 1. Before that, there was a pickoff attempt at first, which Vernon was able to get back in safely. Riggleman in the stretch, 0-1. Waved at and missed, and that is strike 2, but that one slightly tipped, and that one, I don't think actually he made contact on that one. It did get away from the glove of Arambula behind the plate. So I believe it's an 0-2 count. Yes, it is 0-2, but as a result of that pitch, that will allow Vernon to move up to second. Next delivery, called! Strike 3 on the top of the zone, and there's the second out of the inning, and third strikeout of the game already for Camden Riegelman. Boy, his location. Now for Angel Carrasco. That is called strike 1 on the inside half. Riegelman's location absolutely on point, especially his fastball. Definitely has a lot of confidence with the number 1 pitch here. 0-1, that one just above the zone, gets away from the glove of Arambula, but Vernon not moving from second. Arambula didn't even get to it quite quickly either. But Vernon just waltzing back to second all the same. Didn't feel confident running the third, I guess. So he stays at second. 1 ball and 1 strike for Carrasco. Next delivery swung on, grounded right back to Riegelman on the mound. Quick turn to first is in time, and the side is retired. So Riegelman able to get 6 outs in the first 7 batters. And he's able to get 3 strikeouts as well. So Holyoke, still no runs scored in the game on just 1 hit so far to this point. No Wray errors, and 1 is stranded in the inning. So it remains 8-0 in favor of the Eagles. Top of the 3rd inning is next on KRDZ.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, that honey-do list is so much fun. All I really gotta do is paint the house and build a new deck for a happy spouse.
Come in and see us at Wray Lumber Company. We'll help you tackle that honey-do list or any building or home improvement project. Wray Lumber Company on Main Street in Wray, where your goodwill is our greatest asset.
Go Eagles!
Proud sponsor of Wray Eagle Athletics.
Back to Holyoke, Colorado. Wray in front 8-0 over the Dragons. Top of the 3rd inning. Connor Dockery on these airways. Top of the 3rd brought to you by Wray State Bank. For all your traditional online and mobile banking needs, visit Wray State Bank. Leading us off, Carson Rockwell swings at the 2nd pitch, and it's a fly out to center field for the first out of the inning. So the first 2 innings, Wray was able to get a leadoff base runner. 3rd inning, different story. First batter retired. So we'll see if that means better news for Tyson Mosentine on the mound for Holyoke as Eddie Estrada steps in. Nightmare inning for Mosentine there on the mound. His team committing 4 errors behind him, helping Wray add to their lead in a big way. 4 hits and 4 errors. A fly ball to right center field, and that will drop right in between Kruger and Carrasco out there for a base hit. Meanwhile, trying to make it a double. He can't. So he is nailed at second base. So despite the base hit, he is out. Trying to make it extra bases. There is the 2nd out of the inning. Joey Wymura steps in now, number 1 in the order for Wray. He is 1 for 2. Double in the 1st inning. Reached on an error in the 2nd inning as the first pitch to him misses outside. There is ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Wymura not only reached on an error, but he scored on an error as well. So 2 of those errors directly benefiting Wymura himself. Pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Base is empty, 2 outs. 2-0, that's low again. Mosentine just struggling to up the altitude on his fastball there. 3-0, trying to get back into the strike zone this next pitch. That one is in the strike zone, and Wymura holds off. 3 balls and a strike. That was the team trying to make this a quick inning. 3-1. That one foul tipped on a high pitch. Waimea attempted on the high fastball, and that will run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. Wray in front of Holyoke 8-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. 3-2. That one misses low and away, and there is a 6-pitch walk. So a 2-out base runner for the Eagles. That's the 2nd walk of the game by Mosentine. That will bring in Rice Peterson. Peterson in this game, he is 1 for 2. Ground out with an RBI in the 1st inning, and then a 2-run single in the 2nd inning. Pickoff attempt at first. Waimea able to dive in. Ridge Peterson in game one against Holyoke there on Saturday. Went 0 for 1 at the plate. Next delivery, that one is low. A late called strike, it looks like. Meanwhile, an uncontested steal of 2nd by Waimea. So a base runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 0-1. That one swung on. It's a pop fly to the infield. Getting under it is Tyson Mosentine himself. Makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So a quick 3rd inning there, much needed for Tyson Mosentine, as Wray has one stranded. It was Waimea there was at 2nd. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. It's still an 8-0 lead for the Eagles. Bottom of the 3rd, next on KRDZ.
The patronage check that we receive once a year has been great for us.
You know, the cashback patronage is like a little bonus almost. I mean, it shows up when you're not expecting a dividend.
When you're paying it into a business that you are part owner in, that money comes back to you. It takes the edge off of that. It makes it feel like you're doing something a little bigger, a little something better, using your money a little more wisely.
Eight to nothing. Wray over the Dragons. Bottom of the 3rd inning. This inning brought to you by Slick Spot for all things on wheels. Slick Spot's got your back. Shop for tires online at slickspotfarmandtruck.com. Leading us off is Cody Maloney. Grounder right back to the mound for Camden Riggleman, but Maloney is safe there at first. So it's going to be an infield single there for Maloney. It's the 2nd Dragons hit of the game, so we will see. We have a pinch runner at first. It's going to be Carson Shepard-Hine in place of Maloney. So Shepard-Hine, the base runner at first with no outs. Here is Bryson Dirks. Dirks also did not play in the try on Saturday. Swing on the first pitch. That one's fouled away, up and out of play. No balls and a strike. Quite a contrast between these two pitchers. Tyson Mosentine in 3 innings, throwing 72 pitches, giving up 7 hits and 8 runs, many of those, of course, unearned. And Camden Riggleman, now 31 pitches, allowing just 2 hits, 0 runs to this point, as his next delivery will run in and hit Bryson Dirks. So The hit by pitch will now put base runners on first and second with no outs for Holyoke. Top of the order is back. Reed Sprague now stepping in. Riggleman now in the stretch. Glance at second. First pitch waved at and missed. Another great delivery on the fastball for Camden Riggleman. Reed Sprague falling behind 0-1. Holyoke, a bit of a rough season for them so far. Just 3-11 against Lower Platte teams, 4-16 overall, as we have a swing grounder foul along the third baseline. Reed Sprague falls behind 0-2. So despite that 4-16 record for the Dragons, they are still holding on to the 32nd and final playoff spot right now in the CHSAA RPI rankings. Top 32 teams make it out of, I believe, 49 teams total. Top 8 teams host. Pitches in the dirt, and meanwhile, pickoff attempt at first is not in time, and then Rice Peterson, pickoff at third, is in time. As they made the throw to first, Shepard Hine decided to get sneaky and go to third, and that was an unwise decision. So he is out at third base for the first out. So now just a base runner at first with one away in the inning, and a 1-2 count for Reed Sprague. Next pitch, that one high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reed Sprague 0 for 1 in this one. He was caught looking on a strikeout in the first inning. Reed Sprague in game 1 also 0 for 2 as he swings, grounds this one to third. Welp struggles with the pickup, but doesn't ultimately make a throw. Just missed time to pick up that time. That'll put base runners on first and second, still one away in the inning. Stepping in now, Tyson Mosentine. Hit the first base hit of the game for the Holyoke Dragons. They're in the first inning, and then pinch running for him was Jaron Hunter. He was picked off at the base. So Mosentine 1 for 1, looking to add more. First pitch on the fastball, misses high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes for Mosentine. One and 0. That one misses high again. 2-0. Arambula behind the plate, faking a throw to first, but doesn't ultimately pull the trigger. 2 balls and no strikes. Mosentine, deadliest hitter on the team for Holyoke, one of the bright spots. 27 hits in 57 at-bats. Leads the team in both categories. Riggleman misses inside again on another fastball. 3 balls and no strikes. Base runners on first and second, 1 away in the bottom of the third inning. 3-0. That one right down the middle gets a call. Strike 1. Mosentine also leads the team in runs scored with 21. Doubles, triples, and home runs. 8 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run. Also 21 runs batted in. Pitch misses low. That will be a 5-pitch walk. Just the first walk issued of the game for Camden Riggleman, but that will load the bases with just 1 away. So mound visit right here for Camden Riggleman. Also the entire infield as well. Trying to rally the troops here is Coach Brett Vlashine coming in from the dugout. Just trying to get Riggleman and Arambula on the same page as well as the rest of the infielders. So far in this inning, 1 hit and 1 error. The only out came on a pickoff from first to third. Arambula after a pitch made a pickoff attempt at first. That base runner was safe, and then Rice Peterson in turn made a pickoff at third for a caught stealing there from Shepard Hine. Riggleman trying to find a way to keep this a shutout. 8-0 currently in favor of the Eagles, bottom of the third. But got some work to do here in the inning. So far, again, Riggleman, given these circumstances currently, he's pitched well in this game. 2 hits, 1 walk, no runs yet, and 3 strikeouts. First 2 innings specifically, just saw 7 total batters. Stepping in, Caden Kruger. Kruger trying to bring across that first run of the game for the Dragons. First pitch to him, that one misses high and inside, gets away from Arambula behind the plate. Throw to first is in time, I believe. No, it's not. My, oh my. So there's the first run of the game by the Dragons. It'll come on a wild pitch. Not sure where that one missed. So Arambula behind the plate made a nice dive on the ball and throw to first, all in one motion. Riggleman covering the bag, and appeared he got the tag in time, apparently not. So a wild pitch will score the first run of the game for the Dragons. It's now 8-1. Ray's lead is cut to 7. So coming in to score from third is Caden Sporhays. Make that Bryson Dirks, my bad. Caden Sporhays is DH'd by Bryson Dirks. So Bryson Dirks scores from third. Meanwhile, Reed Sprague moving up to third. Tyson Mosentine moves up to second. Still 1 away. Kruger, fly ball to left center field, and unable to make the catch out there is Ridge Peterson. That will plate another 2 Holyoke Dragon runs. A 2-run double from Caden Kruger. That will score the second and third runs of the game for the Dragons as Reed Sprague and Tyson Mosentine come in to score. Two runs, 2 hits in the inning, and 1 Wray error. 1 run scoring on a wild pitch as well. Stepping in now, Ty Dirks. First pitch to him missed the zone for a ball. 1-0 the count. Ray's lead cut to 5, 8-3 on that previous play. Next one, Dirks will ground this one into the infield. Pick up from Rockwell at second base, and the throw to first is in time. Peterson nearly lost the handle, but it looks like he held it just long enough to count for the out when he was on the bag. So a ground out there for Ty Dirks. Nice throw there from Carson Rockwell. But meanwhile, Caden Kruger advancing to third base. So 2 outs now in the inning and a base runner on third. Here is Mason Vernon. First pitch to him. That one just low. 1 ball and no strikes. Meanwhile, Arambula thought about making the throw to third. Didn't pull the trigger. Lost the handle as well. Riggleman in the stretch. Glance at third. Here's the 1-0. Swung on. This one is grounded to third. Welp struggles with the pickup, but it's still in his glove. Throw to first is in time, and the side is retired. So Welp saving an error on the play and another run coming in to score for Holyoke. So on that play, Holyoke in the inning, they were able to score 3 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Ray Eagle error in the inning, and there was 1 stranded on the bases, and the side is retired. So we go into the top of the third inning, top of the 4th inning, if I can get my stats in order. Top of the 4th inning is next. Ray in front by 5 on KRDZ.
At Wray Community District Hospital and Clinic, we care for your health and are committed to the overall health and wellness of those we serve. In addition to traditional medical practices, we also offer diabetes management, cardiac rehab, imaging, nursing services, physical therapy, and much more. To find out more about all the services we offer, visit us online at rayhospital.org. Wray Community District Hospital and Clinic, promoting healthier living through compassionate quality care.
Top of the fourth inning. Wray in front 8-3, leading us off. Chris Rambo immediately lines one to short, right into the glove of Reed Sprague. So 1 pitch and 1 out already for the Wray Eagles. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Thank you for joining me. Final regular season game for both of these clubs. Wray currently in front by 5 runs, looking to finish strong. If they lose, they will finish at 500, 11-11. If they win, they will finish above 500, 12-10. Currently 11-10 is their record. If they lose, it'll be 11-11. Win would be 12-10. Stepping in now, Camden Riggleman. First 2 pitches, missed the zone, 2-0 the count. Next delivery, that one is outside, 3-0. Wray was able to score 1 run in the first inning on 2 hits, 7 runs in the second inning on 4 hits and 4 Holyoke errors. They were able to score 0 runs in the third inning. Just 4 total batters in the inning. Meanwhile, pitch misses in the dirt. That is a 4-pitch walk there to Camden Riggleman. Third walk issued by Tyson Mosentine in this game. Remaining on the mound, 78th pitch of his start is next. Just like the game on Saturday, this game has not gone as planned. Ridge Peterson at the plate now. Pitch misses in the dirt. There is ball 1. 1-0 the count. Ridge Peterson, he is 0 for 1 in this one. However, he was able to bring in a run on his ground out in the second inning. 0 for 2 and an RBI. Step off by Mosentine, doesn't make the throw to first. Riggleman able to dive in. Here's the 1-0. Holding off on the bunt is Ridge Peterson. There's a ball. Meanwhile, a successful steal there to second base by Camden Riggleman. Throw was way late there. Second official steal of the game for the Eagles. And they now have a base runner in scoring position with 1 away. Ridge Peterson, meanwhile, a 2-0 count. 2-0. That one misses low and inside. 3-0. Ray's been patient against Mosentine, not swinging at the bad pitches, swinging at the good ones, and they've had good results, not only today, but Saturday. Oh my, the pitch low and inside. Ridge Peterson thought that was going to be ball 4 and a walk, but it was called strike 1. So he was already making the dash for first, but he's going to have to get back into the box. 3 balls and a strike for Ridge Peterson. Glance at second by Mosentine. Here's the 3-1. That one is called strike 2 at the knees. Meanwhile, a successful steal of third by Riggleman. So if there's any consolation right there, Ridge Peterson, 2 consecutive pitches thinking that that was going to be ball 4. However, he is still in the box. Now a 3-2 count. 2 steals by Riggleman. And oh my, 3 consecutive pitches by Ridge Peterson. Thought it was ball 4, but that is going to be called strike 3. And that is the second strikeout of the game by Tyson Mosentine. 2 away in the inning, base runner at third. That is Riggleman. Stepping in now, Ashton Rogers. First pitch to him is in the dirt. Good block there by Maloney. Keeps it close, saves the run. 1-0 the count for Rogers. Mosentine in the stretch. 1-0 delivery. That one is high. 2-0. Ashton Rogers in this one. 2 for 2. 2 singles, a run, and a stolen base. So far, so good. Here's the 2-0. Swung on. This one is popped foul, up and out of play. Another one out to the street here in Holyoke, Colorado. Beautiful Monday. Very toasty here. Mid-80s here. Slight breeze coming in from the south-southwest. 2-1. That one off-speed pitch drops into the zone. That's called strike 2. Mosentine, 1 strike away, trying to get out of the inning without allowing any more Wray Eagles runs. 2-2, that is in the dirt. That runs the count full, 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs, base runner on third. Payoff pitch. This one swung on. It is a foul ball. Up and over the Wray Eagles dugout along first base. Still a 3-2 count. Another payoff pitch coming up from Tyson Mosentine. Rogers, meanwhile, still inflating that pitch count for Mosentine. Pitch number 90 coming up next. 3-2 swung on. It's a fly ball to right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Gets past Carrasco. Rogers chugging for second. He slides in safely. It's an RBI double from Ashton Rogers. Their lead grows. It's now 9-3 over the Dragons. So Riggleman, after a walk and 2 stolen bases, he comes in to score. So 1 run on 1 hit in the inning for the Eagles. So that brings in Darren Welp. 2 outs and a base runner on second. First pitch to him misses just low. 1 ball and no strikes for Welp. Welp in this game looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2. Next delivery on the fastball, that's neck high and misses, 2-0. Welp grounded out in the second inning, and later in the second inning, he struck out swinging. 2-0. That's in the dirt. 3-0. Mosentine coming close to allowing no runs in the inning, however. Starting to lose the handle here, especially after that double. Very demoralizing when you come that close. Pitch is low and inside, but that is called strike 1. Even the scorer thought that was ball 4. Bit of an expanded strike zone here in the inning. 3-1. That misses high, and it's a walk anyways. So 4 walks issued in this one by Mosentine. Second in the inning, and that puts base runners on the corners with 2 outs. Meanwhile, on the play, an uncontested steal of third by Ashton Rogers. So Carson Rockwell stands in, runners on the corners with 2 outs. Pitch number 96 of this start for Mosentine is next. First delivery, that one is in the zone. Meanwhile, an uncontested steal by Darren Welp. He's now at second. Base runners on second and third now with 2 outs. An 0-1 count for Carson Rockwell. 0-1. That one right down the middle, called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Mosentine trying to limit the Eagles to 1 run scored in the inning, trying to strand 2 in scoring position. 0-2. Waved at and missed, and the side is retired. That is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Tyson Mosentine. Wray in the inning is able to plate 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 walks, no Holyoke errors, and 2 left on. It is now 9-3 in favor of the Eagles. Bottom of the 4th is next on KRDZ. Bottom of inning number 4, final regular season game of the 2022 high school baseball season. Wray in front 9-3 over the Dragons. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. live in Holyoke, Colorado. Leading us off is Alexis Dominguez of the Dragons. Riggleman staying on the mound. So far having a good start. 3 hits and 3 runs. 3 strikeouts and a walk in 3 innings of work. First pitch to Dominguez is a wave and a miss. Trying to get that fastball going again like he did in the first 2 innings. His location started to get a little bit shaky there in the 3rd inning, but he's looking to get back on track in this inning, and he does right there. Nice delivery on the lower part of the zone for a called strike 2. 0-2 count for Dominguez. He also struck out in the 2nd inning. Looking to get him down on strikes the 2nd time, but the next delivery misses high. Off-speed pitch there, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trying to change things up there on Dominguez. 1-2. That one misses high again. This time a fastball in the same spot. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Dominguez, turning an 0-2 count to a 2-2 count. Big pitch coming up here for Riggleman, trying to get the leadoff batter retired. Next pitch misses just low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye there for Dominguez. An 0-2 count to a 3-2 count. Payoff pitch from Riggleman. That one a swing, a short pop fly, but it's going to wind up foul between home plate and 3rd. Not enough time for Darren Welp to get there. Remains a 3-2 count. Dominguez trying to be a leadoff base runner. Riggleman trying to retire the leadoff batter. Payoff pitch again. This one is a pop fly to the infield. Arambuel trying to get there, and a dive. Did he make the catch? I don't believe he did. Chris a little bit shaken up on the play. Had a dive right there at the fence there near the Holyoke dugout. Coach Brett Flasheen coming out of the dugout. Check on his catcher. Arambuel, a tough competitor. He remains behind home plate. Able to shake it off. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A payoff pitch for the 3rd time coming up from Camden Riggleman after 2 consecutive fouls. 3-2. This one swung on, a short pop to first, and Rice Peterson easily makes the catch for the first out. That brings in Angel Carrasco. Carrasco 0 for 1 in this one, a ground out in the 2nd inning. So Riggleman, after a couple of foul balls by Dominguez, able to retire the leadoff batter. First pitch, this one is a line drive to left field and right into the glove of Ridge Peterson. 2 steps to his left, and there's the 2nd out of the inning. Riggleman looking to retire the side in order. Here is Cody Maloney. Maloney 1 for 1, single in the 3rd inning. Then Carson Shepard-Hine came in as a pinch runner for him, and Shepard-Hine was caught stealing. First pitch to Maloney, that one's in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Maloney in game 1, 0 for 0 at the plate. Was walked in his only plate appearance in that game on Saturday. First of that try. 2 balls and no strikes, another pitch misses. Here's the 2-0, that one misses inside. 3 balls and no strikes. So game 1 of that try on Saturday, Wray was able to win 21-1 in 3 innings over Holyoke. Then Holyoke went full 7 innings against Lyman. They dropped that one 10-5. And then Wray fell against Lyman. 22-6 was the final score. Meanwhile, pitch misses high. That will be a 4-pitch walk to Cody Maloney. Just the 2nd walk issued by Riggleman in this one. It's going to be another pinch runner. I believe this is going to be Carson Shepard-Hine again. Yes, it is. So both times that Maloney has made it on plate, on base in this one. Shepard Hine, base running for him. That brings in number 9 in the order, Bryson Dirks. First pitch to him, that one in the dirt. A little bit late release there from Riggleman on the fastball. It's going to be a 1-0 count now for Dirks. Holyoke, base runner on first with 2 outs. Pickoff attempt at first. And a good dive in from Shepard Hine. 1-0 the count to Dirks. Trying to keep the inning going. 1-0, that one in the dirt. That one grounded to Welp at third. Throw to first is just in time, and the side is retired. Great throw there from Darren Welp. And Holyoke unable to capitalize on another base runner. No runs on no hits, no Wray errors, and 1 is left on base. It remains 9-3 in favor of the Eagles. Top of the 5th is next on KRDZ. Top of the 5th inning, Wray in front of Holyoke, 9-3. Leading us off is Eddie Estrada, number 9 in the order for the Eagles. And remaining on the mound with now 99 pitches is Tyson Mosentine. First pitch missed high and inside for Estrada. 1-0 the count. Estrada so far, 4 innings pitched. He's allowed 8 hits, 9 runs. Of course, his team has 4 errors as well. He's also walked 4 batters and struck out 4. 2-0. Another one misses high. 3-0 to Estrada. Pitch 102 coming up next for Mosentine. Holyoke trying to get as much as they can out of Mosentine in this one. Next one, that one misses just off the plate. There is a 4-pitch walk. Not a good way to start the inning, especially if you're trying to conserve your pitch count. So with 102 pitches, Mosentine remains in, dealing with a base runner at first with no outs. Brings in the top of the order, Joey Wymura, number 1 in the order. First pitch to him, that one is swung on. It's a fly ball to left center field, and that will find the grass at the warning track for a base hit. And he is heading for third. Meanwhile, Estrada coming in for the score. It's an RBI triple from Joey Wymura on the first pitch. Wray now in front 10-3 over the Dragons. So first hit of the inning brings in a run. Joey Wymura, as a result of that triple, he is now 2 for 3. A double, a triple, a walk, and then a reach on an error. Staying on the mound, Tyson Mosentine. He's got 7 more pitches before he needs to be done on that batter whenever he throws that 7th pitch. 103 pitches currently. Brings in Rice Peterson for the 4th time today. First pitch to him, he's showing bunt, but it's popped foul behind. No balls and a strike. So Wymira, after that triple, he's the lone base runner on for Wray at third. No out still in the top of the fifth. Wray in front by 7. 0-1 to Rice Peterson. That's in the dirt. Good snag by Maloney behind the plate, preventing a run. If that got away from him, you already know the speedy Wymira at third would have come home to score. 1-1. This one, a line drive to deep right field, and that one's going to find the grass past Angel Carrasco. That plates another run. It's a one-run double from Rice Peterson. Wray now in front 11-3 over Holyoke. Wymira coming in to score from third. Mosentine, 4 more pitches to throw. So Chris Arambula stepping in. We'll see how much longer he has. Looks like the Holyoke dugout debating whether they want to keep Mosentine in for one more batter. Looks like they are, depending on how many pitches he throws here. First pitch, that's in the dirt, gets away from Maloney behind the plate, and that will advance Rice Peterson to third. Another wild pitch. So Peterson now base runner at third, no outs. Wray in front 11-3. If Wray can score at least 2 more runs in this inning, that will set up a possible mercy rule victory here. They still need to pitch in the bottom of the 5th inning against Holyoke. Holyoke will, as the home team, have 1 more chance at the plate, even with a Wray 10-run lead. But if Wray is able to hold that 10-plus run lead in the bottom of the 5th, they will win. But again, they still need to get 2 more runs here if they want to try to set up that possibility, as one is fouled away by Arambula. 2 balls and a strike for Arambula. Arambula in this one, he is 0-for-3. Kind of interesting to see. Again, he's been red hot the second half of the season, but flew out in the first inning. Struck out in the second inning, but he was still able to reach base on an error. And then he lined out. Just a quick line drive. A missile that went directly to Reed Sprague at short. It's kind of how the ball bounces sometimes, I guess. But he is in front of the count currently, 3-1. Next one misses. Mosentine now at 110 pitches needs to be done here. And the pitch is in the dirt. Ball 4, 5-pitch walk now for Chris Arambula. And that will now put base runners on the corners. Still no outs, and Mosentine is now done. 111 pitches for him in this one. After 4 innings of work, couldn't get any outs in the 5th inning. He is going to be relieved. So we will step aside here. No outs in the top of the 5th. Base runners on the corners for the Eagles on KRDZ.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, technological know-how, and lots of old-fashioned hard work. At Pioneer, our teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technology and localized expertise. Pioneer shares your determination to adapt to an ever-changing industry so that we can better serve you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Contact your local Pioneer sales representative, and we'll get to work maximizing your yields year after year.
Wray in front of Holyoke, 11-3 in the top of the 5th inning. Currently base runners on the corners. Tyson Mosentine relieved, and now on the mound is Reed Sprague. So he and Mosentine just swapping spaces. Mosentine now at shortstop, and Sprague now on the mound. Camden Riggleman at the plate. Fouls away a couple of pitches. It's now an 0-2 count. So Reed Sprague comes in, base runners on the corner, still trying to search for that first out in the inning. Wray trying to plate at least 2 more runs in the inning. They've so far scored 2. But if they can get 2 more, get that lead up to 10. Meanwhile, oh my God, a huge miscue. Arambula before the pitch goes to steal second base, and Reed Sprague throws to first instead of second. And as a result, Rice Peterson comes home to score at home. So a steal at home. Another run comes in to score, and on that miscue, Arambula was able to score at third. So Wray with a 9-run lead, 12-3. Don't see that very often, ladies and gentlemen. Riggleman still at the plate, an 0-2 count. Wow, I'm baffled. Don't see miscues like that. To the count. Pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Camden Riggleman. So far in the inning now, 3 runs scoring on 2 hits. There's also 2 walks. Base runner at third, it's Chris Arambula, still 0 outs. And the pitch runs in and drills Riggleman. Another hit by pitch by the Holyoke Dragons. That puts base runners on the corners again, still 0 outs. We saw this happen in the Saturday game between these 2 teams. They make it rough on Tyson Mosentine, starting the game on the mound, and then Reed Sprague comes in relief, and Wray makes things very difficult on him as well. Runners on the corner, 0 outs. Here is Ridge Peterson. First pitch, that's in the dirt. Gets away from Maloney behind the plate, and that will score Arambula. There's the 10-run lead for the Eagles. Also moving up is Camden Riggleman at second base. So Arambula comes in to score now on the wild pitch. So now 4 total runs scoring in the inning. So those runs also scoring in this inning, those are all towards Mosentine. Now Riggleman, who is the lone base runner on second, that is Sprague's base runner. Steal attempt at third, that is successful. The throw is off the mark. So another steal for Camden Riggleman in this one. That is his 3rd stolen base. So Wray now a base runner on third with 0 outs. A 2-0 count to Ridge Peterson. Things just keep getting worse for this Holyoke team against the Wray Eagles. 2-0. Swung on. This one a grounder to short. Mosentine to pick up. Throw to first is, I believe that was, couldn't quite see the call. It was just barely in time. A nice throw there from Mosentine with fractions of a second difference between when his throw got there to first and when Ridge Peterson stepped on the bag. So there's the first out. Meanwhile, a score did come in on the play, and on the first pitch, Ashton Rogers is in, and he is able to ground that one along the line to third. And on the first pitch, Rogers with a double, a 1-out double from Ashton Rogers. Once again, an RBI ground out from Ridge Peterson on the previous play. Makes it a 14-3 ball game. Wray with an 11-run lead, and Rogers on that first pitch double is now on second with still 1 out. Here is Darren Welp. First pitch to him, that one misses high. So far in the inning, 5 runs, scoring on 3 hits. There's also been 2 walks and a hit batter. That ground out by Ridge Peterson, just the first out of the inning. Step off, pickoff attempt at second. Rogers gets in safely. Two balls and no strikes for Darren Welp in this one. He's 0 for 2. Ground out in the first, strikeout. Ground out in the second, strikeout later in the second, and then walked in the fourth. Next delivery to him, that one goes behind Welp and gets away from Maloney, and another wild pitch. This time what will advance Rogers to third base from second. A nightmare inning once again for Holyoke, just like the second inning, where Wray was able to get 11 total plate appearances there so far. Wray on plate appearance number 8 of this inning, still just 1 out. Pitch misses high. It's a 4-pitch walk for Welp. 2 walks drawn in this one. And that is now the 3rd walk of the inning. First walk issued by Reed Sprague. So Carson Rockwell steps in, all 9 in the order for the Eagles, getting a plate appearance here. So with that walk, there's now base runners on the corners for the Eagles. Welp at first, Rogers at third. Still 1 out. Wray leads by 11, 14-3 over Holyoke. Top of the 5th. First pitch to Rockwell. That one misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Rockwell in this one, he's 1 for 3. A 1-run single in the second inning. Fly out in the third, and a strikeout in the fourth. Also has scored a run. Pitch misses low. Meanwhile, an uncontested steal to second by Darren Welp. Maloney just putting that one in his pocket. 2 balls and no strikes for Rockwell. Now 2 in scoring position. Still 1 out. Pitch misses high and away. 3 balls and no strikes for Rockwell. Sprague at risk of allowing another walk. 3-0, that one misses low. 4-pitch walk. That is the 4th walk of the inning between Mosentine and Sprague. That loads the bases with still 1 away. And for the 2nd time of the inning, here is Eddie Estrada. Estrada got us going by drawing a walk and scored the first of so far 5 runs in the inning. The first pitch to him is in the dirt. Gets away from Maloney. Here comes Rogers from third. He easily comes in to score. It's now 15-3 in favor of the Eagles. Meanwhile, Welp moves up to third, and Rockwell moves up to second. Sixth run scoring of the inning on just 3 hits. Estrada takes another one high. That's now ball 2, 2-0. Estrada in this one, he's 1 for 1. 2 walks drawn and a single. He swings, grounds this one to short. Mosentine to pick up, throw to first is in time, and there's the 2nd out of the inning, but it scores another run. An RBI ground out for Eddie Estrada. That also moves up Carson Rockwell to third base. So RBI ground out for Estrada. So still in the inning, just 3 hits for the Eagles. 6 runs scoring. Make that 7 runs scoring in the inning. Stepping in now, Joey Wymura. First pitch missed, and the second one, that one right through the legs of Caden Sporhays, and that will be another run scoring for the Eagles. It's a 1-run single for Joey Wymura now. The train just keeps rolling for the Wray Eagles. My, oh my, so still 2 outs in the inning. That's the 4th hit of the inning. There's also been 4 walks and 1 hit batter with 2 outs. Step off, throw to first. That one is not in time. So Wymura now the lone base runner on. He is at first base, 2 outs. Here is Rice Peterson for the 2nd time of the inning. First pitch, that one misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Peterson in this one, he's 2 for 4. A single and a double to his name, along with a ground out and a pop out. Another pickoff attempt at first that is unsuccessful. Wymira dives in again. Swung on. This one is grounded, but it's going to be foul. It ricochets off the foot of Rice Peterson. It did roll in play, but because it bounced off the foot of Peterson, ruled it foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one did not look like it felt good. Ray's current lead 17-3. They've scored 8 runs in the top of the 5th inning to pad their lead. They only needed 4 runs to score in order to set up a potential mercy rule victory in the bottom of the 5th inning, but just giving them some extra cushion here. 1-1. That bounces in the dirt, and that will advance Joey Wymira to third. Another wild pitch. So Joey Wymira, as a result, now at second base from another wild pitch. That's the 4th wild pitch thrown by Sprague in this inning. So base runner in scoring position, still 2 outs. Rice Peterson, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reed Sprague trying to finally end the inning. Bounces in the dirt, gets away from Maloney. Another wild pitch, 5 wild pitches now for Reed Sprague, and that will advance Wymira to third. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A big payoff pitch coming for Reed Sprague, just trying to finally end this. Another nightmare inning for Holyoke. Swing, a fly ball. This will go to shallow center field, and that will be hauled in by Kruger to finally retire the side. So in the inning, Ray is able to score 8 runs on 4 hits. There were no Holyoke errors, and there was 1 left on base. Ray is in front 17-3. Bottom of the 5th inning, next on KRDZ.
Hillcrest Care Center and the Towers are a skilled nursing facility and a top-rated assisted living community. Our skilled nursing facility offers physician and nurse practitioner visits, therapy options, and more. Our assisted living community offers individual care plans, trained team members available, routine health assessments, as well as art, music, and pet therapies. We're devoted to taking care of our residents in a secure, loving, home-like environment. Call Hillcrest Care Center and the Towers at 970-332-4856 and find out more.
Bottom of the fifth, Wray going for another Mercy Rule victory over the Holyoke Dragons. Currently in front 17-3. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Now on the mound, Camden Riggleman pitched the first 4 innings. Trying to close us out is Ashton Rogers. So Rogers, his first opponent at the plate will be Reed Sprague. So Reed Sprague currently with a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. That one bounces in the dirt. 2-1. Reed Sprague in this one 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the first inning. Reached on an error in the third inning. Also scored a run in that third inning. Holyoke was able to score 3 runs on 2 hits and that 1 error from Wray. 2-1. This one swung on. It's a pop fly to shallow right field. Joey Wymura getting under it from second, and he is able to make the catch to get the first out. Brings in Tyson Mosentine. So Rogers 2 outs away from getting a Mercy Rule victory for the Eagles, clinching the victory, I should say. Wray in front by 14, able to score 8 in the top of the 5th inning on just 4 hits. There was also 4 walks and 1 hit batter. First pitch to Mosentine. That one is low and inside for ball 1. Let's look at Rogers on the mound this season. He has played in 3 games, started once. This is his 4th game on the bump. He has pitched in just 3 innings so far on the season. 1-0, bounces in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Rogers has allowed no hits, but he's allowed 3 runs, 2 of them unearned. He's walked 7 batters and struck out 6. So a very, very small sample size from Ashton Rogers to really make any conclusions on his pitching. 2-0 to Mosentine. That one just below the knees. 3 there, however, not really tempting Mosentine right there. If Mosentine had maybe 1 or 2 strikes to his count, might have been tempted to swing, but Rogers now down in the count here, 3-0. 3-0 count. Swung on. This one's grounded to third. Welp the pickup. Throw to first is in time. There's the second out. So Rogers retires the first 2 batters he sees. Just 1 more out, and Wray will clinch the Mercy Rule victory. If Holyoke wants to extend this one, they need to find a way to score at least 5 runs. Away in the dirt. That brings Holyoke to their final strike of the afternoon and of their regular season. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Holyoke barely hanging on to the 32nd and final playoff spot. Based on the RPI, they should hold on to it even with a loss today. 1-2 to Kruger. That one's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Wray on pace. They're 1 strike away from finishing the regular season 12-10 overall. 2-2. That one misses just inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The count runs full to Caden Kruger. Holyoke 1 out away from ending their regular season 4-16 overall. But because of the quality of opponents that they've faced this season, still trying to make the playoffs right here. Pitch misses in the dirt. That will be a walk.
Draws a walk. First baseman Ty Dirks.
Be a 2-out base runner there. Caden Kruger now at first. Just the 3rd walk of the game issued by the Wray Eagles. 2 from Riggleman, and now the first one there from Rogers. So Kruger at first, 2 outs. Here is Ty Dirks. Trying to keep this ball game going. First pitch to him, swung up and fouled away. No balls and a strike. Dirks 0 for 2 in this one. He flew out in the second inning, grounded out in the third inning. He was 1 for 1 at the plate on Saturday between these two teams. Rogers a glance at first. Here's the 0-1. That one low and inside. Pickoff attempt at first, and the throw is... Looks like the outfield umpire is appealing to first, and the throw was in time, and that is the ball game. So Chris Arambula, a great throw from home. He will nail Caden Kruger out at first, caught off the bag. That will do it. That clinches the Mercy Mule victory in 5 innings. So a big-time victory for the Wray Eagles. The final score, 17-3 over the Holyoke Dragons. And once again, Wray finishing above 500, 12-10 overall, 9-6 against lower Platte teams. Holyoke, meanwhile, falls to 3-12 against lower Platte teams and 4-7 overall. So Wray again. Long since clinching a playoff spot in the regional tournament, which will be on Saturday. We will see where they rank. Again, they were in the kind of middle teens as of this morning, but they'll be jostling for position. Yuma also playing 2 games today. They are in Byers. Also in position will be Denver Christian, who plays 2 games tomorrow, and then Lions as well, 2 games tomorrow. So some movement still can happen. As of today, Wray was slotted to go into Rye for their regional tournament game, but again, we will see. Also possibilities are Peyton, Highland, maybe even Lyman or Burlington, depending on how much movement happens. But anything can happen. Regular season concludes tomorrow. The tournament schedule will be released on Wednesday. So once again, Wray able to get the job done. They finish off their regular season on a high note, a 17-3 victory over the Holyoke Dragons in 5 innings. They win both meetings with Holyoke this season, and they end their season winning 6 of their last 7 games. Their lone loss there was against the number 1 ranked team in the state, the undefeated Lyman Badgers there on Saturday. So Wray able to score their 17 runs today on 12 hits. They committed just 1 error, and they had 6 left on base. Holyoke, meanwhile, 3 runs on just 3 hits. They committed 4 errors in the loss, and they had 3 left on base. Winning pitcher, Camden Riggleman, pitched 4 innings. Losing pitcher, Tyson Mosentine, also lasting just 4 innings there. So that's going to do it for today's game and the 2022 regular season. Eagles baseball will be back in action on Saturday when they play in the 2022 regional tournament. Once again, the schedule will be released on Wednesday, so we will see who the Eagles' first matchup will be and where they will be playing. Check out KRDZ.com for our upcoming broadcast schedule, KRDZ 1440 on Facebook for any game updates. My name is Connor Dockery. Thank you for tuning into this presentation of high school baseball on KRDZ.
Sukup Manufacturing Company hires people that were born and raised to work in this industry.
I grew up farming, and we had Sukup equipment on our farm.
I still actively farm. I know what the farmers' problems are. I can use that to help make our products better.
What kind of separates a successful farm from one that's having a little more trouble right now is the ability to market your grain.
And the best way to manage that?
On-farm storage.
Sue Rother, fleet manager for Sukup Trucking Operations.
We've had several calls where a farmer has broke down, a dealer needs a part right away. We do whatever we can to get it there.
The Sukup Dealer Network is also a critical part of the company's success.
Our relationship with our dealers is very close. They know who they can contact if they have a need.
The dealers are absolutely committed to this product.
When you buy something, you want to make sure you have good service that comes with it.
You have depended on Farm Rain for your customized farming equipment and service. We are humbled by your trust. We don't take it lightly. And we don't take it for granted. Thank you for continuing to count on us.